Adam, let's briefly talk a little football here. The news came out late last week that the Tar Heels are going to be on Hard Knocks. What a wild piece of information. So, and I admit that I have not had my finger on the pulse of the Hard Knocks world. There's more Hard Knocks now than there used to be. So now there's like the one that I think of is the one that comes on like in August, and it's the training camp, and you hadn't seen football for a long time, so you're fired up, and you see like 3 or 4 weeks leading up to the NFL season. I guess it's longer than that, maybe 4 or 5 weeks. There's that Hard Knocks. Now they also have, I think, an in-season Hard Knocks, and they have this kind of off-season Hard Knocks, and that's what this is I think they've begun shooting already in Chapel Hill, and if not, then it will start very soon. So, Adam, I think it's fair to say a direct result of Bill Belichick being the head coach of Carolina football, that for the first time ever, Hard Knocks is going to cover a college program. I mean, this is an NFL show. Not that there haven't been other behind-the-scenes types of thing. I mean, Carolina, the ACC network has done stuff before and did a good job, but this is Hard Knocks. I mean, this is, I think the name value is something. And you know when you're dealing with an NFL entity, the level of professionalism, production quality, all of that is going to be as top of the line as it can be. And Adam, just yet again in March, you had a day in March where Carolina football was one of the lead stories in the sports world for a day in March, which doesn't happen very often.
I thought it was interesting that apparently the reason they were having trouble finding NFL teams is because last year on this same series, I guess the Giants were featured. And part of one of those shows was the Giants discussing how they were not going to re-sign Saquon Barkley, who then went and signed with their division rival, the Eagles, and won the Super Bowl. And so now everyone's a little nervous about being on this show and being in a similar situation where one of their what turned out to be very bad personnel moves is highlighted to the entire country. So as they're having trouble getting the NFL teams to do it, Carolina's just like, hey, we'll do it. And the fact that the NFL thought that is a viable choice, I think says a lot about how Carolina, and we all know, Bill Belichick and Michael Lombardi, how they are perceived by the NFL. The fact that they thought this was a viable choice, I do think says something. It doesn't win you any games at all, and it means nothing in the ACC standings. It does say something about how Carolina is perceived by the NFL, which probably means something to recruits. You're getting ready to open spring practice tomorrow, Wednesday, and you'll be able to do so with an NFL crew following you around. It will be fascinating to see an organization that doesn't really like to open the door have the door be wide open. I'll be interested to see how that works.
Yeah. Just a remarkable couple of months for Carolina football. Who knows what's going to happen? Remarkable couple of months.